Hi, Ken Yance here with the Bison Tribe. Welcome to Into the Storm podcast. This is a short clip, and just to give you a heads up on what short clips are, they're just going to be short, brief messages that we're going to discuss. They're going to touch on one of the five core values of the Bison Tribe, or one of the five footprints that we all strive to improve and live by. So, the five core values are: be the example, I is impact our community, S is serve our family, O is overcome our demons. N is never stop growing. And then for the five footprints, it's faith, family, finance, fitness, and fulfillment. So the story today we're going to talk about is the drowning child. And it's a parable that goes like this. So you're walking down a road. There's no one anywhere close for miles. And right parallel to that road is a river. And as you're walking along the river, or along the road there, you see a child over in the river beside you drowning. And the question is, would you go and save this child? And I'm pretty sure everyone watching this would say, of course I would save a drowning child. That's a no-brainer. Why would you ask such a stupid question? Well, the problem is that we're going to make it a little bit harder. Okay. Now we're going to move that river out 100 yards. Okay. Move it 100 yards away. Same scenario. You're the only one around. You're the only one who can save this child. And the question still, it remains, would you go save the child? And the point is, at what point, as we move further from that situation, does it change to where it's not important enough to you, or you don't have enough time, or you can't, you may not make it over there? Like, at what point does it switch to where it's no longer a guaranteed yes? Right now we start kind of figuring in the factors, how this, how uncomfortable, right? What kind of sacrifices am I going to make? Like, what am I going to sacrifice to go save this child? And the reality is, whether it's a literal child that's drowning, or even a child at all, it could be just anyone that's in need, right? And there's a million different ways someone could be in need, or be distraught, or be in distress, right? But when you hear this, and when I heard it, it just really kind of reset, my mindset as to, it's a no-brainer you would help in this situation. But at some point, there's a level of discomfort that we hit to where we're not willing to make that sacrifice. And I think one of the issues that you have a lot of times is, man, it's too big of an issue. There's too big of a problem. Hunger is too big of a problem. Sex trafficking, too big of a problem. Domestic violence, too big of a problem. Like, you list all these different things, right? What am I going to do? I'm just not, I can't make a big enough difference, right? But think back to this parable, the drowning child. It didn't ask you to go save 30 drowning children. It didn't ask you to save 1,000. It was one. And on one, we would definitely do that. So then somehow our mind switches, because we can't save everybody. We don't want to save anybody. Like, and I'm not saying this accusatory. It's just, I'm kind of challenging everyone that's listening to this, because it challenged me and my mindset. It really put things into perspective for me. So here at the Bison Tribe, we kind of follow those core values, those five core values. And we also talk about the five footprints all the time. This one parable actually ties into three of those. On the core values, it impacts, it's the impact our community. So obviously, being able to help and reach out and help those in need is an opportunity to live up to that value. The other things, there's two of the footprints that it falls under. Number one is our faith. Anyone watching this, a person of faith, and I don't care what kind of faith you have. I don't know of a faith out there that would say, no, ignore a drowning child, ignore that situation, don't help them. Like, that's not reality. We're all called to do those type things, right? And then the other thing is fulfillment. And for me, in this situation, how the fulfillment plays in is just being able to help people. We're hypersensitive to these things during the holidays. We're given to the Salvation Army every time we walk into a store. We're dropping money in the red can. We're doing all type of things. Do you want to donate to this? We're doing toy drives. We're doing, feed the homeless during the holidays. Those people that were homeless in November, December are still homeless in March, April, May. Like, that didn't change. And the Salvation Army and the things that they do and the services they provide, that doesn't go away you know what I mean, as soon as Santa Claus gets off your roof, right? That doesn't change, right? There's always opportunity. There's massive issues going on, and I think a lot of times, and I'm guilty of this myself. I'm thinking, man, how big of a issue, how much of an impact can I make one person? And that's partly why I was, as the founder of the Bison Tribe, I really wanted to try to put together a group of people that are hungry and anxious and really want to live up to that level of fulfillment for themselves and impact in their community, and they want to make a difference, right? And so, guys, as I wrap this up, I just want to challenge you to get out there, and maybe there's not a literal drowning child, beside your road when you're walking down it, right? But figuratively, there are countless opportunities for us to reach out and help people, help our brothers, help our sisters, help a family, help, even a loved one. Sometimes the people in our own families are in need, and we almost get desensitized to that sometimes, because it becomes so, such a continuous thing. It's like, okay, dude, I get it, what I mean? But the reality is, a lot of these people don't have anywhere else to turn. That drowning child, like I said in the parable, you're the only one around, right? And sometimes in the people's life that of their situation, they don't have anyone else to reach out to, right? In a lot of those situations. And so be that one person that don't wait for them to ask you, you go help them, right? And so if you can do anything, if we ever talk about anything on the Bison Tribe, on any of these episodes, just always take it upon yourself to go help other people. Here at the Bison Tribe, I can tell you this, we're always looking to add to our tribe. We want to, become a major influence and make major impact in our communities, not only here in the upstate of South Carolina, but as we grow, we want to have this opportunity to make those impacts throughout the country. And a lot of what we do, guys, it's not pretty. It's into the storm, right? That's our motto. That's the podcast that we tied to the tribe. But it's about accountability. It's about, hey, you want to make a difference? Here's how we're going to make a difference, right? We're going to get together and we're going to do these things in our community. We're going to put some blood, sweat, and tears into some of this stuff and actually make a difference. We're going to work on ourselves. Right now, we're doing Book of the Month, right? Our book on the men's group this month is Can't Hurt Me by David Goggins. So if you ever read that book or have an opportunity to read it or go through it, I'm on my third time going through it this time. Very impactful. And it challenges us. And of course, he's talking about running and working out and making the SEALs and going through SEAL training 3 times, all these different things. But the reality is, like, that kind of toughness and that, tenacity can be applied to anything. And as the Bison Tribe, our motto is into the storm. We are going to attack all 5 of our footprints. We're going to attack our core values with that same vigor as what he attacked, those runs and all the things that he did in that's written there in his book. So, guys, if anything I'm speaking on right now resonates with you, if you are slightly interested, just would like to know more about the Bison Tribe, please reach out to us. We are actually launching our website currently. I think it just is going live tonight, I believe. And it's not finished by any means. I just wanted to get something up there. We bought the domain, and I just felt like I wanted to get something up there. But it's called thebisontribe.com. Very easy to remember, thebisontribe.com. We also have a YouTube channel, which I'm going to upload this to. So this will be the first actual video that we have on there. Our podcast will be on here. We're also going to have Instagram coming soon, Facebook Reels, all those type things. We're building that out. But guys, if you're interested, we always need tribe members. We need people that are hungry for personal development, for leadership, for accountability, to grow in those 5 footprint areas and to live up to our core values. Guys, we all need tribes. We all need our people. We're made to be connected with other people. That's how humans were made. That's the way God made us. And so this is an opportunity for you to come in and be part of something that's bigger than yourself, but also something that's going to make sure that you're working on yourself so that you can better serve, not only yourself, your family, your coworkers, everyone that comes within your circle, that you can make an impact, guys. And so always remember to be yourself, unless you can be a bison, and then always be a bison. Okay, guys, until next time, we'll see you soon, and stay safe.